When winter rolls around, what's your go-to comfort food? Now that's a question that often stirs up a delightful brew of warmth, nostalgia, and home. You see, comfort food is more than just a meal. It's a heartfelt connection to memories, experiences, and even places. And oh, how these places play their part. From the frosty peaks of the Alps to the sun-baked deserts of the Middle East, comfort foods change their coats as frequently as the landscapes do. In some corners of the world, a steaming pot of stew might be the heart's desire, while in others, a spicy curry could be just the thing to shake off the winter chill. It's all about what's available, what's traditional, and what feels like home. It's fascinating to see how one's geographical location can influence their comfort food choice, especially during the cold winter months. In colder climates, the comfort foods tend to be hearty, rich, and warm. There's something incredibly soothing about digging into a hot dish that not only fills the stomach, but also warms the heart, providing much-needed comfort during the chilliest of seasons. Let's embark on a culinary journey around the world, exploring popular comfort foods from countries known for their cold climates. Our first stop is Ireland, a country that's no stranger to chilly winters. Here, a traditional beef stew holds a special place in the hearts of the locals. Made with succulent chunks of beef, root vegetables, and a rich, flavorful broth, this stew is a hearty meal that provides ample energy and warmth. We then head north to Sweden, where Swedish meatballs reign supreme. These aren't your average meatballs, mind you. They're delicately seasoned, cooked to perfection, and served with creamy mashed potatoes, crisp, tender green beans, and the iconic lingonberry sauce. The combination of flavors and textures is not only satisfying, but also deeply comforting. Crossing the Atlantic, we reach Canada, where the winters can be quite harsh. Canadians combat the cold with a dish that's both delicious and heartwarming, the poutine. This dish features crispy fries smothered in rich gravy and topped with cheese curds. It's a savory delight that's high in calories, but when it's freezing outside, who's counting? These dishes are more than just food. They are a testament to the human spirit's resilience, a way of making the most out of the biting cold. They're a celebration of culture, tradition, and local produce. And most importantly, they're an embodiment of the love and care that goes into their preparation. Whether it's the hearty Irish stew, the savoury Swedish meatballs, or the indulgent Canadian poutine, these comfort foods offer a gastronomic hug, a way of saying, it might be cold outside, but it's warm in here. These foods not only warm the body, but also the soul, providing a sense of comfort and satisfaction that is much needed during the harsh winters. One of the most popular comfort foods for the winter season across many cold climates is beef stew. This hearty dish is a delightful combination of succulent beef chunks, wholesome vegetables, and tender potatoes, all simmered together in a rich, flavorful broth that warms you from the inside out. The ingredients for this delectable dish are quite simple. You'll need some good quality beef cut into chunks, a medley of your favorite vegetables. Carrots, celery, and onions are a classic choice. Don't forget the potatoes, peeled and cut into bite-sized pieces, and of course, the star of the show, the broth, made from beef stock, a splash of red wine for depth, and your favorite seasonings. The cooking process is straightforward, making it a perfect dish to prepare at home. Start by searing the beef chunks, locking in their juices and giving them a beautiful brown crust. Then sauté your vegetables until they're slightly soft and fragrant. Add the potatoes, the beef and the broth into the pot and let it simmer. The secret to a great beef stew is time. Let it slow cook, allowing all the flavors to meld together. Once it's cooked, ladle it into bowls, letting the steam rise and envelop you in its comforting aroma. The end result is a stew that's both rich and hearty, full of flavors that soothe the soul and warm the body. So there you have it, a simple yet satisfying beef stew to keep you warm this winter. That's just one example of a comfort food that can help beat the winter blues. We've journeyed through how these culinary comforts vary across the globe, focusing on chillier climes, and shared a hearty beef stew recipe to keep you cozy. Now it's your turn. What warms your belly and your heart when the snow falls? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Geoffs Shed Adventures for more food journeys. Stay warm, stay comforted.